Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the 16th, because high drama indeed. Behind us is Sam Bairstow and Josh Hill, and they're about to finish up because Sam Bairstow, we are understanding, is 3 up as it goes. Can Josh Hill keep it and take it on to 17? Well, yeah, let's find out, shall we? All Sam Bairstow needs to do is tie the hole and he will win the match and qualify for the quarterfinals of the English Amateur Championship. What a great time to get here, it really is. Now Sam Bairstow right in front of us with the Callaway umbrella there. Is it going to go to 17 or is this going to be it? Big drama indeed, I can already tell you. Craig Passmore, he is through, he is into the quarterfinals. So is Jack Bigham, so is Tom Addy. Can Sam Bairstow join them? Oh, look at that, that was a lovely shot. And the rain just starts to absolutely tumble down once again, doesn't it? So Dan Bairstow, 3 up here on 16 rather, apologies, playing against Josh Hill. Josh Hill plays at Trump International of Dubai, it's his associated club. Certainly different weather to what he's probably used to over in Dubai. So this could well prove to be the match-winning putt for Sam Bairstow. It's the round of 16 matches here at Moortown, and the rain has done this literally all day long. Oh, okay, so opportunity here then for Josh Hill to take this to 17. If it does, we're going to follow them, we're going to stick with them. Big drama, he joins at a great time, you really do. I believe Josh, if he sinks this, will take it to 17, and oh, I think he's missed it, and that's that. There we go. So Sam Bairstow makes it through. Sam. Right, let's jump and grab a word. Let's get under his brolly. Sam, how you doing, mate? Of course I do, buddy. Why wouldn't I want a word with you? Look, pretty nasty conditions, but you've seen it through. Talk us through that round.
Yeah, just try and battle the conditions really. Just try and stay in there, just stay patient, and just try and hit the middle of the greens really. If you hit the middle of the greens, you're not going to really lose with pars. So just trying to do that really. Yeah.
A lot of players I spoke to earlier just said, look, just try and par your way around, and you'll probably get the job done. Is that the case?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, Josh today's played really well, so I had a good game this morning against Derby as well. So it's been a good day. I played well. Yeah.
Well done, mate. We'll see you tomorrow. Right? Go on, go get dry. It's absolutely soaking out here. There we go. Sam Bairstow, he is through to the quarterfinals of the English Amateur Championship. If you're wondering why I'm running, it is absolutely soaking wet indeed. Let's just pop that live leaderboard up onto the screen so you can see for yourself how things stand. We're going to go and try and find the next group as well, so do stick with us. Now, as we can see, that's the upper bracket all finished here. So Craig Passmore, he is through. Jack Bigham, he is through. Sam Bairstow, he is through. Tom Addy is through. So we're just waiting. We've got Jack Dyer, he is 1 up through 8. Tom Stagg 3 up through 9. Ollie Brimfield and Jack Goff, they are tied. And Jack Brooks is 1 up as well. So we're going to get in the buggy. We're going to go for a little drive to see if we can find anybody to have a little chat with. Now, we were here a little bit earlier as well at 16 for the ladies. And it was a great place to be, actually, because we ended up getting 5 winners on camera right in front of us, and we spoke to all of them. And I hope we've got them uploaded, because if we have, here's what they had to say. Here a second, you're going out a little bit today, aren't you? It's good to see you. I was just chatting to the family up there as well. Of course, you're going out in, what, 20 minutes or so, aren't you? How are you feeling? What are we saying? Are we live? Right, yeah, sorry, welcome back everybody. Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't get the video uploaded in time. Not to worry, because we do have lots of videos to play for you, actually, and one of the particular videos is a little bit more about England golf. So what exactly is England golf and how can you get involved? So let's roll that, VT. We've got a nice video to show you of what is England golf. Second to last.
Yeah, a lad from Burnham and Barrow.
Ollie Brimfield.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, fantastic. Welcome back, everybody. Your catch is actually at 8 right now. We are with Ollie Brimfield and Jack Goff. They were tied, actually. Let me just ask these gentlemen here. What score are they on, guys? Do you know? Do you know what the score is between them?
No idea.
They were tied through 5th. Okay, no worries. Thank you. So yeah, we're catching up with Ollie Brimfield and John Goff here. This the penultimate match actually of the round of 16. I'll go grab a word with them and just see what the score is. So yeah, Ollie Brimfield versus John Goff. They were tied. They were all square through 5. The rain really coming down quite heavy now. Here is Ollie. Don't forget these men. This is their second rounds of the day. Had to play their round of 32 matches this morning, and they're back out on the course. And the weather, no word of a lie, it has just been like this constantly all throughout the day. It's just rain, rain, rain. I think I have flippers instead of feet now. But what a day we have had. It's day 4 of the English Amateur Championship. It's right now. We are with the round of 16 men. So far, the upper bracket, we have our first 4 competitors into the quarter-final for the men's. We'll bring you that quarter-final tomorrow live, along with the semi-final for both the men's and women's, and then of course on Sunday it is the final over 36 holes, and we'll have a women's English Amateur Champion and a men's English Amateur Champion. You will see it live and you will hear from the players first. Oh. So as it stands for the lower flight bracket, there's two brackets, only really just for the start times, to be honest with you. Jack Dyer was 1 up through 8. Tom Stagg is 3 up through 9 against George Mason. This group here were tied, but of course we're at 8 now, so it might have changed a little bit. Jack Brooks is 1 up through 6 against Taylor Paul. So as there's only a few groups actually left to play, isn't there? So we're just going to stick with this group for now, as they're right in front of us. Just going to find out what the score is quickly. Ollie, you know what the score is, mate? All square, yeah, cool. Right, there we go. It is all square between these two. So we're going to stick with him. Let's just pop that leaderboard up onto the screen just whilst we get ourselves into position. In fact, we're going to stay in this position because we've got the players coming up very soon. But yeah, a lot of activity going on, a lot of excitement. And this group here is all square through 8. They're just making their way to the 9th tee box. It is a par 4, and we'll stick with them a little bit longer, taking through. There's only 4 more spaces up for grabs in the quarter-final of the English Men's Amateur Championship here live at Moortown. I know. Oh, that's hard. That's right, we're waiting for him to tee off. Right, we're going to wait for him to tee off because we're down at the bottom. We do have some more content to show you. In fact, I do believe we can actually now play you those interviews with the 5 winning ladies a little bit earlier. We were lucky enough to catch up with them at 16 and get very lucky, actually, as we had 5 straight winners through to the quarterfinals with the ladies. And here's what they had to say. Congratulations. How are you feeling about getting through to the next round?
I'm pretty glad, yeah. I mean, it was not very nice weather, so happy to get it over done with.
Where's mine? Where's mine for it? Yeah, it's treacherous conditions, isn't it? I bet you're glad you don't have to play again today.
Yeah, I was just looking at the guys coming around. I was like, oh, I'm thankful that's not me.
Fantastic. What does it mean to get through to the next round for you? It's a big tournament, of course.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with all the match play, it's day by day. You've got to take each round as it comes. And just because you won one round doesn't mean that you suddenly won the tournament. You've still got a couple more rounds to go. Yeah, you certainly do. Best of luck. Congratulations. How does it feel to get through to the next round?
Good, yeah. Really tough out there today. I mean, just pleased to get it done. Yeah.
Where's your brolly? That's what I'm wondering.
Well,
it's all the way over there.
It's too late for that, I think.
And look, back tomorrow, of course, let's hope the weather holds up a little bit. It's an impossible question, asking how far you can go, of course, but game in good shape, you're feeling confident?
Yeah, really good. Short game's been really good today, which was key. Obviously, not always hitting greens in these conditions, but managed to get a lot up and down, so feeling pretty good, yeah.
Congratulations. Well done. A little fist pump there as it went in. Well played today in the toughest of conditions. What has it been like out there?
I think it was just par golf, really. Just who could get it on the green, and just 2-putt, really. That's all it was. Who was the strongest at the end of the day? So
got a big smile on your face. How does it? What does it mean to come back tomorrow?
Yeah, no, it's awesome, and I got up early, which is definitely the key.
Got up early. How early?
I think I was 3 or 4 up. Well, I was 4 up through the turn, so
yeah, okay.
That was definitely a help. So
Yeah. Yeah.
But struggled coming in, but got the job done. So
Certainly in these conditions, it's just stay in it, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Once you get that lead.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Congratulations. We'll see you
Thank you.
tomorrow. Nina, how you doing? It's good to see you again. Is that the match one then?
Yeah.
I take it because the scoreboard was a little bit late to
Yeah.
update, but congratulations anyway.
you.
What's it been like out there? We know it's been treacherous, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough. You kind of just have to plough along. I was like 4 down through 6, and
Yeah.
you just have to keep going.
So you were 4 down through 6, but you came back. You
Yeah.
just found a bit of steel, and of course, got to do it all again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Lovely. Davina, go get yourself back to the clubhouse. Get your feet dry. Mine are soaking. And we'll see you tomorrow. There you go. It's great to hear from the girls a little bit earlier. We're just coming down 9 now. So hence the reason we've got the leaderboard up, because it doesn't make a lot of fun just watching us drive down 9. Let's just tuck into the trees whilst we work out where he's coming through. Oh, well spotted, yeah. It is Moortown now. It's just been drenched today. It's held up incredibly well, I have to say, but it is starting to get perhaps a little bit boggy at the minute. But the beauty of match play is that it is exactly the same for everybody. So that's what we like, though, isn't it? A one-on-one competition, knockout. There's no more second chances. The first 2 days were, of course, stroke play. Then we had a cut. We had the first round of match play games yesterday, and then we had the first round for the men. We had the round of 32 matches this morning, and now we're in the midst of the round of 16 games, as you can see, in very, very wet conditions indeed. So let's Here we are, just doing our utmost to try and avoid this rather miserable weather. You can see the ball there. It's in a lake, isn't it? It really is. Look at it. My word. We thought the weather might get better. If anything, it's just got worse really today. And we have the ball over to the right. I think it's picking place in the ball. Of course, it landed in a puddle. So the rain is getting. There are quite some. When I say this, clear skies. There are clear skies, but it's blowing the wrong way from us, and the rain is just getting harder and heavier. And it sounds ridiculous to say, but it is very, very, very wet rain indeed. Not that there's such thing as dry rain, but I'm sure you know what I mean. You get that sort of light rain that doesn't really get you very wet, whereas this, you stand in it for literally 5 seconds and you look like you've been in a full-blown shower in your bathroom. It's been a challenge, but it's been a challenge for everybody and for us as well, trying to film this too. But it has actually been quite exciting, isn't it? And I think is Ollie going to go first here? Look at the rain. You can see that coming down on the camera screen, can't you? It really, yes, it really is that wet. It's just the other side of the tree, but we'll be able to. I'll get an eye line on it. Has it gone? All right, let's get ourselves close. Far side. Thank you, Leon. Well spotted. Let's get ourselves up there then, shall we? Again, let's just pop that live leaderboard whilst we make our way down to the 9th green here at Moortown. And I can't work out whether we're actually driving a buggy or we're actually just driving a hovercraft. We seem to just be skimming just over water absolutely everywhere. It is absolutely sodding. I'm going to turn around because I've just seen a path. So just keep the leaderboard there for now if we can. Just whilst we make our way down. Now, if you do have one thing we asked people a little bit earlier, we wanted to know the worst conditions that you've ever played golf in. Do get your comments in. We can see the comments. So do comment below and tell us what's the worst conditions you've ever played golf in. I bet you've got some stories for us. Now's the time to tell them. Wherever you're watching this broadcast, be it on Facebook, be it on YouTube, wherever, just drop it below. We'll read them out as well. So I bet there's a few good ones in there. This weather really starts to take its toll, although big credit to a lot of the ground staff here because they really have managed to get this course in great nick considering the terrible weather we've had. It's held up really well, it really has. You can see both balls actually, yeah. Right, welcome back. And as you can see, the players have now arrived at the 9th green. Ollie Brimfield versus Jack Goff. They are all square on the 9th here. So whoever wins this match will go on tomorrow to play Jack Brooks. If that's how it finishes, of course. Just looking at the score sheet myself. Jack Brooks is 2 up through 7 against Taylor Paul, but a lot can change yet. It's not a done deal just yet. So Ollie Brimfield. Going toe to toe with John Goff here. All square as they started this hole. This is the 9th green. Good communication going through. We've got one of the groups ahead just marching down the 13th fairway. I believe that is Jack Dyer. Jack Dyer is 3 up as well. It's Charlie Crockett on 13. So could it be Jack Dyer? We saw him, we followed him this morning playing against Matt Gauntlet. They were having a great duel. It could be a very, very good day for Jack Dyer. He's currently 3 up on the 13th green. Could he be booking his spot in the English Amateur Championships quarterfinals? Oh, right, he'll put that away. Right, we're going to make our way up to 10. Whilst we do, we have another little video to play for you, and it's another cracking one from England Golf, and it's all about memberships in golf. Elaine, if you could roll VT. Stuff there. Right, the leaderboard up on your screen, as you can see, and things get intense, things getting exciting here. One thing that really is this weather, though. It is absolutely knocked us for 6 today. We've had a great time, I've got to say. I don't want to complain about it too much because it has actually been quite good fun broadcasting today. But we would really appreciate if we could have a dry day. That would be very nice. Please, whoever's in charge of the sun, we want some good weather. So we come down to the 10th. It's par 3. We're here a little bit early. It's 173 yards. We did a bit of hole-in-one hunting. We still haven't caught a hole-in-one live. Could this be the moment? We weren't necessarily planning on coming down here, but we've got quite a lot of action going on. You've got Jack Dyer over there as well on the 13th. Sorry, the 13th tee, isn't it? Yes, he's on the 13th tee. He was walking down the 12th a little bit earlier. And Jack Dyer is playing Charlie Crockett. He was 3 up through, he's 3 up through 12. Tom Stagg is still 1 up against George Mason through 11. This group, Ollie Broomfield, Jack Goff, both tied. And in the group behind, Jack Brooks is 2 up through 8 against Taylor Paul. So here we go, the action back underway here at the par 3 10th. Oh, what a shot that was. That was almost our first live hole in one. It has just trickled back down and it's still rolling, isn't it? It's still moving.
I think it's floating.
It's floating down. Look, Leon just said to me, it's just floating there. He's absolutely right. It's like a... I'm half expecting to see a luxury yacht sail by. We don't need a buggy, we need a hovercraft today. It is the hardest of conditions, it really is. These volleys just popping our way, and it's safe on the green. It's well off to the right hand side, but I think it's held the line on that sort of middle shelf. There they go, the players marched the way up. We're going to stick actually down here at 10 because we do have the group behind just coming through at 9. So we're going to catch quite a bit of action down here, so it's well worth sticking around. This one? Do I know? I don't know. Tell me. Wait, let me get the mic. Let me get the mic. Hang on. This is good. This is what we want. A bit of history. We're going to get a history lesson about the 10th hole here at Moortown. Right.
So this is the 10th town. It's called Gibraltar, and it was Alistair Mackenzie's original first design. So
wow.
it was the hole that convinced the founders to actually employ him to do the rest of the course, so to speak.
Fantastic.
So he did designs at All Woodley as well, but that was in conjunction with Harry Colt. But this was his first one, and you see, it's the reason it's called Gibraltar is that it looks like it's a natural position, but all the stones that came from this fairway, the 12th fairway, were actually piled up there. So it's an artificial rock.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
So that's your little bit on
my history lesson for the day. Thank you for that. That's really good. Thank you. Lovely stuff. It's amazing what you learn, isn't it? We are actually, where we're based today is in the Alistair Mackenzie suite as well in the clubhouse. Big thank you to Moortown Golf Club for really looking after us. The hospitality has been absolutely second to none. It's been superb, it really has. So a big thank you to Moortown. And we also want to give our thanks to Headingley Golf Club as well. They've hosted a bit of the event as well. The English Amateur Championship's been spread across 2 venues, Headingley and here at Moortown today. We have plenty of action going on though, as you can see, although we only have the final 4 matches in the round of 16. It's the only 4 matches left actually of the day, but of course tomorrow we've got the quarter-final and semi-finals to bring you off the men's and women's English Amateur Championship, and then on Sunday we'll bring you the final live. It's going to be over 36 holes. So we'll see if the score's updated at all. It hasn't. It still says Jack Dyer 3 up through 12. Tom Staggers 1 up through 12 against George Mason. Ollie Brimfield, John Goff tied. As you can see, they're actually on the 10th green now. Just to our left, we do have Jack Brooks, who's 2 up through 8. So that is accurate because they're on 9 right now. So Jack Brooks is 2 up against Taylor Paul. They're currently on the 9th green as well. Different kettle of fish match play, isn't it? It's great to watch live actually. There was 2 days of stroke play, Tuesday and Wednesday for the men and the ladies. Is that going in? Oh. Then we had a cut line, and the first round of match play games took place yesterday. And then for the men, we've had a round of 32 and 16. This is round of 16 right now. And for the ladies, we just had round of 16. So we have your 8 quarter-finalists for the ladies. And now we're just looking to get your 8 quarter-finalists for the men's. So the entire field will come down to just 16 players tomorrow. So we're just going to stick around for this group to play the 10th. Then we're actually going to head off and get ourselves back to the clubhouse. Even after this broadcast, though, we're not quite finished just yet. Oh, yeah. God, thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's very
there's 2
kind.
sausage rolls.
Oh, thank you very much. Just had a little gift. Look at that, little gift from Moortown. I don't know how well you can see that. There, sausage rolls. One for me, one for, don't worry Leon, it's one for you here. Oh yeah, that's good. So there we go, the 10th green is now clear. It's Jack Brooks and Taylor Paul about to tee off at 10. Didn't see it land, unfortunately. That's a great shot. But we have seen it rolling out, haven't we? But I think actually the pure level of moisture is actually, if anything, helping here at the 10th. As you can see, it's a sloping downhill green, and that has stopped the ball a little bit earlier. That might have run just to the front edge, but not now. Let's just see how they hole out. Let's put that leaderboard up onto the screen, shall we, whilst the players just make their way to the 10th green. Thanks, mate. So the final 4 matches well underway, as you can see. Everybody is now through the front 9. Now a little bit earlier for the ladies as well. We do have our 8 quarter finalists. And let me just get the leaderboard up for you. I can tell you who's playing who as well. So tomorrow, quarter final, Annabelle Fuller will be taking on Shannon O'Dwyer. Kristin Rugdley will take on Maya Eels-Smith. Davina Zan will take on Amelia Williamson. And Belle Wardle will be taking on Jess Baker. That is your quarter final for the Women's Amateur Championship here at Moortown. It's going to be a quite exciting day. We're going to be bringing you the action live. We've also got the semi-final tomorrow as well. It's going to be a huge day. If you've been watching today, make sure you come back tomorrow because it's going to be even more intense than it's been today. Quarter-final, semi-finals and then final on Sunday. 36 holes. And we will have 2 winners, your men's English Amateur Champion and your women's English Amateur Champion. Who is it going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? In fact, comment below. Tell us who you think it's going to be. We'll look back at this broadcast and in the comments, and if you get it right, we'll read out your name during the final. Well, after the final on Sunday, once we know who the winner is, of course. Okay, let's take that down now. And it went in the sand, didn't it? That's where the ball went. So it could be Jack Brooks about. He's got a big opportunity to go 3 up here against Taylor Paul. Oh, a little bit of news actually. I can tell you George Mason has pulled it back. He's now tied with Tom Stagg there on the 14th. Jack Dyer is now 4 up through 13. In fact, they're teeing off now at 15. We are going to turn our attention actually back and pick up Jack Dyer. He's 4 up. He's just teed off on 15. If he halves this hole, he'll win the match and book his place in the quarterfinals. And he's actually having to drop. Sorry, Taylor Paul, where you're looking at me, he's having to drop. Just making sure everybody's happy and okay with that. Jack Dyer up against Charlie Crockett. I'm not sure what they did on 14 though, so just going to get the buggy. Here is Jack Brooks. Oh, and he's missed it, hasn't he? Finding things difficult at this par 3 10th in these conditions. And it drops. Right, let's pop that leaderboard up. We're just going to make our way down 15. Oh yeah, we're here tomorrow. We're here Sunday. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Thank you for everything, by the way.
There will be better days to come in the next couple of days than this. This
Can't be worse than this, can it?
to work. Tell a positive story. Anyway, we were watching it there on the boy's phone, you know, quite enjoying it, of course,
Good.
showing us.
Good man.
So, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm going off now.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Rightio, let's get out back onto the course because I did see a group just going down 15 here. So you can see George Mason down here. We've got Jack Dyer up here and Charlie Crockett, and Jack Dyer is about to, well, we think he might be very close to picking up the win. Driving the buggy, so just bear with us. So Jack Dyer was 4 up through 13. This is now the 15th here. Let's pop that leaderboard down. I was about to see a shot in. Let's get ourselves further up, shall we? Again, let's just pop that leaderboard back up whilst we drive along. Doesn't often make the greatest viewing watching us drive in a buggy. Get ourselves up to the green here. Just stopping the buggy a bit too quick there. And do you know what? Dare I say it? I actually think the rain has stopped. It's actually quite pleasant all of a sudden now. It has. Look at this. Dry hair, no rain. First time today it stopped raining. Unbelievable. I shouldn't be too full though. I imagine we've probably got more coming. So work to do for Charlie if he's to stay in the competition. And it's gone well off, hasn't it? Oh. Right, on to 16 we go. 16 seems to be the winning hole today, doesn't it? Multiple times we've been up there. Right, so let's pop that leaderboard back on the screen whilst we just make our way around then. nice weather now. It's lovely. Take it down. It's lovely weather now. Great time to be out. We're about to. Charlie Crocker just plays his shot. So here is Jack Dyer now. He's opting for a long iron. Right, on we go then. I'm trying to get the score update. It still says Jack Dyer is 4 up through 13. As we know, that's not the case anymore. So let's keep on going, get our way further down. We'll pop that leaderboard up for you just to see how the other 3 matches are currently panning out as things stand right here live at Moortown Golf Club. But whilst we make our way down, do have a little video to show you as well. We caught up with the ladies a little bit earlier, and England Golf was part of an initiative to get more women into golf, which is taking place in August. We've got more information about that with the Women in Golf video.
And now I've started, I've got the bug now. I mean, who knew? I've just been hitting so many balls and I'm so determined to just crack it now.
I'm really enjoying the golf journey. The kids come to the driving range with me and probably for the first time and maybe the last time, they think I'm cool because I can smack a ball and it goes really far.
I've seen some amazing places, all playing a game that I absolutely love. So, you know, golf owes me absolutely nothing. I owe golf everything. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can get out there and have fun, and that's what I've done all these years.
I'm really passionate about getting more women and girls into the game. I just think that it really is a game for everyone.
My husband initially said I wouldn't be able to play, and I proved him wrong. My handicap is lower than his.
It's hypnotic, it's great, so you just want to keep going, so I've really enjoyed it.
If you want to do it, just jump right into it. You don't have to be judged by what gender or what age. It's just that if you want to do it, you can do it.
So here we go, Jack Dyer actually on the adjacent fairway, as you can see. He did play a long iron, hit it well right off the tee, didn't he? Now the scoreboard hasn't updated, so I just want to see exactly what the score is. He was saying he was 4 up through 13. We're now on 16, so 16's been a winning hole. We've seen 6 players win their matches at 16 today. Ball's up. Let's see where it lands. He'll want to. Oh, and it's just dropped back into the bunker. There's a big shout of go, go from Jack, but it has just dropped into the sand. So could we have advantage Charlie yet again? This could go right down to the wire. And now Charlie shouting go. He thinks it's short. Oh, unfortunately it's just rolling back, but it's not a bad effort at all from there. Right, we're going to get ourselves up to the green now. If we could just pop that leaderboard back up onto the screen whilst we make our way up. Is that what the score is?
No. Do you know the hole? Yeah, the previous hole. Did Jack sink his putt? The one where they came up the hill?
No.
He missed it?
He missed it, yeah.
Oh, he's 2 up then.
It's 2 up. Okay, great.
Well, did you see that landing right on the top, didn't it?
This could go down to the wire then, this one,
Could
couldn't
be,
it?
Yeah.
I think it's advantage Charlie now.
Yep. I think we'll be all right at getting up and down that. At least the bunker's not. Some of them are full of water, sadly, aren't they?
Yeah.
But that one seems to be okay, so should be all right.
So these are both players' 3rd shots here, and we think that Jack Dyer is 2 up here on 16. We think, we're not totally sure. Oh, that's a lovely shot there. Exactly what he needed to do. Just it's going to mark it. Take his time. And it drops, so pressure putt now. So it looks like we move on to 17 as well. I can tell you the group behind George Mason, he is now 1 up as well. So it's getting quite tense and quite tight here. What's the score, mate?
I'm 2 down, sir.
2 down.
Yeah.
So just getting confirmation, there it is, Jack Dyer, he is 2 up with 2 to play. So it could be settled here at 17. I'm just going to let the chaps walk past. And then we'll head over to 17. That is George Mason. Now, he has literally just gone 1 up, and he's also just literally put it in the bunker as well. Right, we're going to head to 17. We will catch up with that group shortly. In fact, let's just get confirmation and put it on to the screen for you. Confirmation there that George Mason went 1 up. We'll just watch these tee shots. Par 3, 17th. Okay, let's take it down. It's a 187-yard par 3. Now Jack Dyer just needs to square the hole, and he will be the winner of this match. This is Charlie now on the tee. Oh, and it's a good shot as well. I think Charlie's just asked a few questions of Jack here. We could be heading to 18. Welcome if you are just tuning in. It is the English Amateur Championship round of 16 for the men's. It's Jack Dyer here. He needs to halve this hole to win the match. Holds the pose, and it's on the green. It's off to the right, but it's on the green, and that so far will be job done for now until we get up to the green. Of course, let's pop that leaderboard back up onto the screen whilst we just make our way up there. So high drama here in the closing stages of the 4th day of the English Amateur Championship. It really is. We've been treated today, we really have. And to think we were going to cut this broadcast off a little bit earlier. Now obviously we're going to stay live with this group right to the end. Okay, let's pop that leaderboard down now as we can see the players just approaching the 17th green here. This will be their second shots, and Jack Dyer, he just needs to halve the hole and he's won the match and he'll be through to the quarterfinals. But at one point he was 4 up, he's now only 2 up. So we're not obviously going to disturb the players, we're just going to let them crack on and get this done, because there's a lot on the line right now. It's Jack Dyer versus Charlie Crockett. So really you would have to think Charlie's going to have to put this incredibly close to put some serious pressure on Jack Dyer. He's going to have to ask some big questions of him. Which way it's going to go up the hill. It's going to Jack to go first and put pressure on. Well, has it got the legs? It's good. It's very good, and that could be the winning putt, but let's see. Charlie can sink this, he'll win the hole and take it to 18. Running up, there's still a little bit of work to do. Still work to do for both. This will be their par putts. All Jack Dyer needs to do is half the hole. This will be to win the match. This needs to go in. And that is that. Who would have thought that both would miss those putts? Perhaps pressure telling a little bit, but it is Jack Dyer who makes it through to the quarterfinals. We'll just let them come off the green because the group behind are just waiting to tee off. So we'll grab a word with Jack very shortly, but let's let them move out the way. Now, Jack, I spoke to you at the top of the day.
Yeah.
I've spoken to you at the end of the day now.
Yeah, long day.
36 holes of golf.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be in the quarterfinals?
No, it feels good. I played really well today, actually. Yeah, I was a bit sloppy towards the end there, but you know, that can happen at any time. Me and Caddy worked really well today. Just kept everything calm. You know, got relaxed out there. It's a long old day, and you know, I played some solid golf. It was nice.
You certainly did. You're very vocal in a good way with your caddy. I like to see that.
Yeah.
So like you said, you do work very well. Good advice.
Yeah. I mean, we just said to each other at the start of the day, anything you see, you know, just let me know. Obviously, we're close mates at home anyway. Obviously, unfortunately, missed a cut this week, and I said just jump on the bag and see what happens. And we obviously played really well the first couple of days. But yeah, I trust him. You know, whatever he says, and if I say something, I feel comfortable saying it to him. So yeah, we worked really well together. It was nice.
Fantastic. See you tomorrow.
Sounds
Take care,
good.
mate. See you later, mate. Thank you very much. We're going to stick around actually at 17 because George Mason, he's one up as well. Let's just see how this pans out too. We were going to break off, but we can't now, can we? We've got to stay live for a little bit longer. It is Jack Dyer. He is into the quarterfinals of the Men's English Amateur Championship here. So George Mason, he is playing against Tom Stagg. Now, if George Mason wins this hole, he will win the match as well. And he's had to do it coming from behind. He was one down a little bit earlier. So I think he was down in his match. He's around a 32 match a little bit earlier. Now we know George Mason very, very well. As a regular, plays on the 2020 Pro Tour in Yorkshire. So if I know Chris Hansen and Alan Walker are watching, the founders of the tour, hello chaps. George Mason's dad over there as well. So George Mason is one up as they're coming up the 17th. If he wins the hole, he wins the match. It's quite simple, really. George Mason with the black bucket hat. Tom Stagg over there with the white cap on. So George Mason beat Tom at Stag here. George Mason plays out of Wath. Tom from Salisbury and South Wilts. It has stopped raining, but there's a few ominous clouds knocking us out. Now, this part is the match. Just going to be short, isn't it? Just told him to take it away. Got to hold this. George Mason will be the winner. Guys, we head to 18 then with this group. Going to go pick the buggy up. Well, stay with them, stay live. Hey mate, how's it going? Good, good. Well, we were going to break off. What we were going to do is cut off and then give you a roundup of the day, but we're going to stay live. Don't really think we need to do the roundup now. It's pretty obvious what's happening out there. Of course, we do have your 8 quarter finalists for the ladies tomorrow. And of course, very soon we'll have your 8 quarter-finals for the men's as well. We'll be bringing you both the quarter-finals and the semi-finals live tomorrow. So George Mason 1 up as they stand on the 18th tee box. If he halves this hole, he wins the match. Right, let's just pop that live leaderboard up onto the screen for you whilst I just grab Leon, our cameraman. and we're going to make our way up to 18. In fact, we might just head straight up to the green, I think. So let's just keep that leaderboard up there as we make our way off to the 18th green. George Mason, if he ties this hole, he will win the match and progress to the quarterfinals of the English Amateur Championship. It's a prestigious event, it's a big event, it's a very, very important event for these players. Clubhouse in sight. Of course, if Tom does win it, they'll go back to 1. And then it will just be a sudden death playoff until we do have a winner. So we'll keep that leaderboard up because we're just going to disappear. In fact, whilst we are waiting, because we do have a little bit of a drive actually to get ourselves up to the 18th green, we do want to show you a little video right now. Just iGolf is something that's been launched by England Golf, and got a little video to explain exactly what it is and a little bit more about it. Elaine, roll VT. Right, everybody, welcome back. Keep that, make sure that live leaderboard's on the screen for you. We've just made our way actually up to the 18th green we thought we would do. Then we get a nice look down at the action as it's happening here. Is this going to be the final hole for George Mason and Tom Stagg? It is advantage George Mason. Although that was that Tom Stagg, he'll be happy with that. Now Mason's played his second shot here. If it lands on the green, I think he'll be happy, and he'll be very happy with that. Pretty much, if he two putts from there, I think he'll probably get the job done. But never say never. It's not over yet. Tom Stagg's still in this. So here they come. Can George Mason putt from here? Pretty much, you'd have to say Tom needs to sink his putt. Right, let's make sure that live leaderboard is no longer on the screen because they're coming on to the green now. So Tom Stagg, he really needs to hold this, doesn't he? He's missed it, so George Mason, big advantage here. If he puts this, he wins. If he puts it close, he pretty much wins as well. He only needs to halve this hole, he's one up. It's going to be short, but it's going to be very close. And there you go. Tom Stagg concedes, and George Mason is the winner and progresses to the quarterfinals of the English Amateur Championship. Nice hug there with his caddy. As we know, George is a man of few words. But here comes Dad as well, just to shake Tom Stagg's hand. And there he goes, give his boy a manly handshake. Let's go grab a word with George as well. The action's not quite over, there's still two groups out on the course, but let's grab him. George, spoke to you this morning. Here we are, 36 holes later. How's it feel, mate? Well done.
Good. Battle, tiring. Ready for bed, I think.
So,
yeah, after being
you've
far,
got to come back tomorrow and maybe do another 2 rounds as well.
Far down, it weren't ideal, but
you got a smile on your face, haven't you? I can see that. I can see that. What does it mean to be back tomorrow?
It means a lot, doesn't it? It's what you practice for, and yeah, it's good.
Top man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Take care. Right, there's still 2 matches out on the course. We are going to break off the broadcast, but do keep an eye on the England Golf Facebook pages, social media channels to find out how everything finishes. What a day we have had here. We had all of the round of 32 matches for the men, and then the round of 16 matches, and we had the round of 16 matches for the ladies as well. The quarterfinal draw for the ladies is complete. It's almost done for the men as well. We are going to be live tomorrow for the quarterfinals and the semi-finals of the English Amateur Championship. I've been your host today, Ian Waterhouse. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and until tomorrow, drive safely.